I did almost nothing this week. I've been well, actually last week. These I finished early on, like these four. They're sort of like scout kind of characters. They look sort of like, I don't know. I think the more I paint these, the more I realize like the how many flaws there are in the sculpts, and I get discouraged by it. It's like, I look at these like I use like a magnifying thing to lamp and to get into when I do the painting, especially like the eyes and the mouth and stuff like that. And then I see all these flaws in the sculpt and I get discouraged. So it's like, so I don't know. And I know like the sculpts that I do at the end should be better than the ones I do at the beginning, but it feels like I don't know. It's just discouraging to me. So I took a step back a little bit. Like after I finish basing this guy, it'll be 13 total. And this will be what they all look like. It's like they're okay, but they're not, I don't know. And I guess I just want them to be perfect, and they never will be. But yeah, like this one especially, I was like really excited going into this one. Then I painted her up, and I'm like, are those eyes, especially when you like zoom in a little bit, you're like, oh yeah, it's a little burnt, and it's discouraging. That's all. So I'm a little down lately about that. So I guess I just, I don't know if I want to finish. I guess I should finish painting them all and then hope the next batch I just take a little more time with. Maybe that's the answer. Because they're not bad. They're not terrible. But I don't know. I look at professional sculptors and see what they do and feel like I'm so close. I'm so close. But then I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not really that close. So I took a step back. Then I thought I know there's a renegades list for the ogres that came out. Maybe I should, go back to that project. Maybe I should just take a break a little bit. Another thing I started doing, I took out this. I was changing the water filter in my Brita, and I thought how cool this piece looked, and I sawed off the part where all the charcoal and stuff was, rinsed it out, and I immediately thought this could. What if I made this into a cog fork kind of thing? So I cut off one part there, and I thought, what would an engine look like in here, or a steam tank, or steam engine rather? And started playing around with it. Then I made these little cut these insulation things up, and thought I could just glue them around with some texture paint. And I don't buy texture paint. I usually just make it up. There it is. So I have a whole bunch of this stuff which I made up. Yeah. And then I can, if I add the texture, like you can't spray paint this. The aerosol just dissolves it. But I guess I could texture the whole thing up. I don't know. We'll see. That I thought, I don't know. I guess I just discouraged lately, so we'll see if I'll do that or not. Yeah. Then I thought, I keep thinking of all these great things I want to do, but then, like what I want versus what I can do, it's a pretty big gap, and it's discouraging. Like I thought, like what if there's like this conveyor belt of like that makes pies, and then at the end there's like a pie launcher. So it's like this long machine that just, with all these like belts and stuff like that. And then at the end, it just goes to the cannon where it gets launched. That feels like a halfling type thing. But that's it. So I hope this isn't too much of a downer. But that's where I'm at. And maybe, when I'm finished painting them, I'll be like, all right, so you made some mistakes. So they're not perfect. And we'll work on the next batch and get it there. Or maybe I'll just say, maybe like that might be why I'm quitting projects so much. I just see that they're not perfect and I get distracted. But I don't know. Or maybe it's just the faces, like 90% of what I don't like are the faces. Maybe it's just spend more time working on them and figuring that out. But we'll see. So they're okay. So if this is the first batch and the last batch is better, then these guys can just sit in the back. Gotta fill it out. So that's it for me. Hope y'all are having a good week. And I'm sorry I'm so depressing. But I don't know. It's also raining and miserable outside. I usually like the rain, but whatever. Anyway. I have one other thing to show you. This, my chariot. I've been working kind of pretty hard on it. I've been working pretty, that sounded weird. I've been working quite a bit on it. And it's all non-metallic metal, and it's taking me forever. But I think if I do like all that's left, I have the cannon, this arm here. If I make them using like a gold brass sort of non-metallic, some of these, then I can do the engine, put it all together, and I don't know I still don't know what I'm gonna do on the wheel there. I should probably figure that out. I was thinking I would do like a mural or something like that, but now the more I look at it, then I thought I bought these buttons that might fit. So we'll see. And then, of course, I have like an engine that goes inside there, and then I have the pilot. But this is the base of it. Originally, I had the sides were going to be, and the inside there was just going to be like this dull sort of steel, but it just looked weird, so I just decided to make it black. And I feel like that should make the non-metallic metal stand out just a little bit. Some of it's better than others. I think this came out pretty well, but again, it's the more you zoom in, the more you're like, oh yeah, there's a problem. But anyway, so I'm not doing nothing, but I'm not doing a lot either. Anyway, that's going to be for my Slanesh Demon Army. Hopefully the Renegades, when they come out, I'll see something with that. But I think like a bunch of chariots and stuff would be kind of cool. So, all right, that's been my week. Next week, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.